Hi, welcome to Sansa Technology. Today we are going to talk about Android application development program. We will talk about the course content and the syllabus for this training course. As you know, Android is a leading operating system from Google, and it has beaten iPhone and iOS in many manners. The training format is highly interactive instructor-led training program. It will be delivered to both classroom and online, so you'll be seeing people here in California in the classroom, and you also will be seeing people online from different parts of the US. The first topic we'll take is overview of Android platform and technology. We'll talk about setting up development environment and tools, including Eclipse IDE. We will be doing your first Android application. We'll teach you how to run and debug your code. We'll talk about Android developer tools, look at Android debug bridge, and then we'll look at Logcat, how you can use Logcat to look at what's going wrong with your application, or if you need to log certain aspect of a program. From there we'll move to building blocks. We'll look at the architecture overview, look at the application lifecycle management, application components, using resources, activities, intents, services, content providers, broadcast receivers, application context. You can see there are a few screenshots given here. It shows a few initial applications, like I have my first Android project here, which takes a login and password, and I also have a few things like the project explorer for your project, and I have a Logcat here. From there we are going to talk about Android user interface. We'll talk about creating user interface using XML, like main.xml or inbuilt layout screen. We'll look at views, view hierarchy, layouts, widgets, UI events, menus, advanced topics, adapters, styles and themes. From there we're going to talk about content providers, and we'll talk about the basics of it, the data model, what are URIs, how do you query a content provider, how do you make the query, what do you get back from query, how do you retrieve data, how do you modify data, add records, add new values, batch updates, deleting a record, and content URI summary. It is extremely important topic for you to learn for your Android applications, how to basically fetch data from the content providers. We are going to move to handling multiple activities, where we'll be talking about how do you create an activity, how do you implement a user interface, how do you declare the activity in the manifest, start an activity, how do you start an activity for a result, how do you manage the activity lifecycle, how do you implement the lifecycle callbacks, how do you save activity state, handling configuration changes, coordinating activities, intent filters. From there we are going to move towards databases on Android. We'll learn about SQLite on Android. I'll teach you about SQL basics, database connectivity, data binding, content provider, how do you implement content providers. We'll do exercises and assignments, and you can see there are a few screenshots on the right here where I'm showing you how do you look at the database information using Android debug bridge, ADB. It also shows few statements, create tables or insert row or select statements, which you'll find extremely useful. Next topic, we're going to talk about locations and maps. We'll talk about how do you obtain user location, what are the challenges, how do you update your location, how do you get user permission, how do you model for the best performance common application cases, tagging user created content with a location, helping the user decide on where to go, providing mock location data. We also will be spending time on Google Maps external library. We'll be talking about how you can use Google Maps view, how can you build overlay on top of it, and how can you make your application very interesting using Google Maps. Next topic will be testing Android applications. We'll talk about the test structure, what are the different test projects, what are the testing APIs given to you, JUnit and how JUnit is used for testing Android applications, instrumentation, test case classes, assertion classes, mock object classes, running tests, seeing test results. So we are going to talk about very important topics, and every time you build an application you definitely want to test it so that it does not crash in the user's hands. Then next topic will be publishing applications. We'll be talking about Android market, how do you sign your application and publish it. We will talk about exercise and assignments. And this is what we have for Android training, and apart from what is listed here, we also will be spending some more time on any special topics you want to discuss, or anything you're seeing in the marketplace and you would like to work with them, such as like input output devices, like using microphone or a camera or things like that. We'll be more than happy to cover this topic. And you can follow us on Twitter. We are twitter.com Sansa Technology. Our website is sansatechnology.com. Our address is in Milpitas, California. You can email us at contact@sansacorp.com, and there are a bunch of telephone numbers here. You can use any one of them to register with our courses. We start every 2 weeks a training course in Android, so feel free to contact us for the suitable batch you would like to join. Some useful URLs are here. sansatechnology.com, our website, twitter.com/sansatechnology on Twitter. LinkedIn is sansa-technology. Blogs is sansatechnology.wordpress.com. YouTube is youtube.com/sansatechnology. And there's a QR code here. If you have a mobile device, you can scan this. It will take you to the training page of ours. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll be finding this demonstration useful, and you'll be joining our training courses soon. Thank you so much.